Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the GHS. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnaz. Steve's being risky today. We don't know if this is recording or not.
Where's the Sorry, microphone. I see a red dot. We're good to go. We're operating over here. Might be trying to get some new mics.
Yeah, this is pain in the butt, man, I tell you.
Well, I like the setup, to be honest, but the way your room is, I don't think these are going to work out. So, these will still be great at my house, though. I have to get I'm thinking about getting the smaller ones, the clip, because they're a little bit more focused when you're talking, and it won't hopefully pick up the damn echo in this room.
Echo!
Because it really bothers me, especially like when I go back through and watch the videos. Like, I'm not a big fan of it, so I'm sure some people aren't either. So, we'll try to fix that soon. Because over up on Patreon, what we're thinking of doing is once a week live streaming us watching a movie. And then we'll do the review up over here shortly thereafter.
Yeah, we're going to do something more.
Yeah, we do something more for the people on there, because outside, just prints. And it would just be like $1, like the dollar bracket would get you into it.
Gives you the access to it.
Yep. And we would probably live stream it, so you'd be able to communicate with us while we're watching the movie. And it'd probably be the same thing like we've always been doing. It'd be like horror movies, monster movies, alien, Japanese stuff. Just kind of just whatever we feel like at the time. That if we decide to marathon something for like a day or something, it would show up over there.
Resident Evil, definitely. Gotta see Steve puke.
No, I think I'm okay with that. But we are here for some unboxings. Because we haven't done that forever, because lately I haven't... Pretty much what I've been buying literally just goes up pretty quick for a review / we just unboxed it on the channel. But we haven't done like a massive unboxing because there just hasn't really been like a giant haul of stuff we've gotten lately. And this is the first time. The only noticeable things I bought in that like you guys probably haven't seen is the Legacy Power Rangers of the Dino Thunder and the Gold Ranger from Zeo.
So you didn't miss anything.
Pretty much, because I still haven't found the other two from the set, which I here's next to impossible because for some odd reason, if they have figures shelf warming, they won't release the next wave of stuff. But anyways, you want to start with my stuff since it's actually out of the box already?
Hey, that's cheating.
I didn't feel like putting it back in before I made my way over here.
Oh, that's a special one.
So I had a couple of things I ordered from Ami. I have two more things showing up, which are arguably more exciting. One definitely, because one's giant monster related. But this little fine statue here. I don't know how many of you people actually know what this is from.
I have no idea what it's from.
It's from a Japanese RPG called Ruts. This is Syl. It's from the 4th game, I do believe. I seen it, looked cool. And I love the design of it. We'll zoom in on each of the stuff at the end of the video, so you guys can see it. We're just going to kind of go over it right now. Also, to my understanding, this is also a hentai. That's what this figure's from. So yeah, I just thought she looked cool.
She's perky.
She is perky, definitely perky. I like the 80s pink fro hair. Is pretty cool. Like, I got it for $20 and it's a Konosuba. So, like, I didn't feel like I was doing wrong there. But she's also, well, it's still kind of wrong. But when she came out, I'm trying to remember. It's like early 2000s figure. Like, she's pretty old for a Konosuba.
Aqua's 2017.
Aqua's fairly new. That is the Sega Aqua from Konosuba.
She's a little saggy.
She kind of was in the anime. If you don't remember.
She's an older one, that is true.
Just a bit. But she is the main god character from the anime. And I love the anime, but they don't really make much things that interest me outside of statues. And some of the statues, especially the Good Smile ones, I think they're Good Smile that do, are stupid expensive.
Were we at Youmacon and they were what, like $300-400?
Yeah. Oh, Aqua was like $2. Megumi was even more.
Yeah, Megumi was one that was like $400.
It was stupid. Like, I even seen that same Sega there for almost $100. And I was just like, okay, I guess if I decide to get stuff for the anime, I might have to go with the Nindoroids, because Nindoroids are the only things that they really make for the show that are pretty cool. And they also have a Kazuka, so it really makes me kind of want to get them.
Get
They're
one
kind
of
of
each.
kind of tight on cash. That and the Megumi's already like spiking in price.
Should have just bought her when she came out. She was fairly cheap, man.
It's like $30,
Yeah.
a little over $30 when she came out. But the Sega statues are fairly inexpensive. Like she was about $25, which is pretty reasonable for a statue of her size. Because normally, like a Kotobukiya runs you like $80 for certain ones, or even more. Sega's that's about the price range.
Yeah.
Segas are pretty inexpensive statues, but I do enjoy them. They're not the most fancy things, but you get what you pay for.
Except the Sega Kill la Kill figures. That is stupid. They're like $100.
Yeah, they're pretty. Well, Segas they can get expensive.
Because I know since I lost one of the box, I can't find it. One of the things I'm missing is one of the Sega figures. I was like, oh, okay, that's a Sega figure. I can afford that. No, I can't.
Yeah, it's like $80. It's like for the quality, you're kind of like,
I paid $20 when this first came out. Why is it $80?
I got this card. It came with those.
You mean that card right there? Next to Terminator head?
Maybe, because it might have came with the other thing you brought over too. That's also sitting on the floor right now. To my understanding, these are Segas too?
No, these are Konosuba. That's styles.
Ooh. Oh yeah, they're fiends. Yeah, these are published by Good Smile. Kodokawa, I think, is the people that make the anime.
Oh, maybe. Product number 13. What's that?
There's 13 in the line. She's number 14. But these are the bathing suit versions of Ram and Ram from ReZero. They're S-style figures. 1/12 scale. They're small.
They are tiny, but they were only, what, $10 each?
I don't even remember what you paid for them.
Yeah, they were dirt
They're
cheap.
pretty expensive. Why do I get Ram? Well, then again, I like Ram. Like, it's hard to pick best girl in that anime. Well, it's probably Ram. But
Yeah,
I really like Ram. Oh, wow, yeah, that is super tiny. I like that her head's not even attached to the packaging.
I sound kind of disappointed. What is this?
Well, just like you're saying, you didn't pay that much for them, so not much to really complain about.
Oh, there's instructions on how to put it
I like
together.
the stands are gears.
Oh, the actually stains are pretty cool.
There's painted nails, so I think you're already winning.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start from the bottom
Oh.
and work my way up, I guess.
We'll zoom in.
Once we're done, I'm doing it right now. It's too much work for our channel. We gotta make sure we keep the quality content the exact same throughout. God, yeah, look at the size of her body. That's like Figma. She's like a Figma size.
I love these stands. These are amazing.
Stands are cool. So what this is telling me is this would look really nice next to the Figma because of the size.
Yeah, that's where they're going to go, I guess, next to the Figmas. If I ever take them out because I'm too scared.
Like as we said in the review, just don't play with it. Just pose it how you want. That's how it's going to be for the rest of its life.
I feel like I can scuff this paint easily trying to put this thing back together.
I want to just like assemble it, disassemble it. You can rotate the head.
Oh.
So you kind of pose it however you want. That's pretty cool. Gotta make sure I don't lose that ice pop. She's like, oh no, it's coming towards my mouth. I gotta pull it away.
No, it goes right in her mouth. You shove that in there, Steve.
But it doesn't reach. And whatever that is outside, that thing is super loud. It's
Wow.
snowing really bad outside right now.
Well,
I almost didn't even make it to Arnez's house. It's stupid out.
I actually like this, Steve. I thought I was going to be disappointed. They're not bad for $10, man.
Oh, they're pretty good. I'll trade you.
Be careful, I didn't put the popsicle in all the way. I just put it in there.
I like it like this because it looks like it's going in her eye.
Is it? Like I said, I didn't even see.
Hold on, we gotta put that little lollipop. Ah, nope, no, it's fine.
Well,
What the
this-
heck is that supposed to... Her, she kind of grips it. This one's like... It's kind of in the finger, and I don't want to apply a lot of pressure because I'm afraid. Yeah, sadly, it's one of those, like, when you get the suit, when you look at the figures next to each other, Rev's the best girl. She's a little more.
Well, not bad.
Her popsicle's larger.
There's no scuffs on it. Not bad for a paint job, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same outfit, just different coloring. Nice thing is it's not like copy paste of the body types because Rem's a little bit more curvy than Ram.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that.
She's got a bigger rack. Let's just get that out of there.
That's about it.
You know, the legs are in different positions, so it's definitely not the same. Even their belly buttons are different.
One's an in, one's an outie or something?
No, Ram has kind of a bigger belly button.
She got bigger everything. Oh, Ram?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, well, of course she has bigger everything.
I like this. I'm okay with these for $10 each.
Well, I guess I like Figma size, so they'll look cool next to the Figmas.
I'm not putting these back in the box, so these ones are staying out.
Yeah, no, we're not disassembling those things. It's stupid.
Let me see what's next.
I guess we'll save the best one for last.
Okay.
I meant that last. No.
You said save the best for the last.
Yeah,
that's
best
what
for
that
last.
is.
No, that's best.
No, that's
yes, best series. Best series means best figure.
We're going price wise.
Best series, best figure.
Price wise.
Say that right now. Well, then you should go with the other one that's in the box. Because that thing, arguably, is cheaper than what I paid for it. And quality-wise, still cheaper. Which is insane. Because I think the figure originally would come out like $100.
Well, no, technically this thing was like when it came out, it was...
Well, that's what I mean. That thingy. Artist bought this thing. I don't know if they can see it the way you got it.
No, we're going to do a special unboxing of this to review the number was after this
Well, the
video.
fun thing is we already did a review that never was because bad things happened. And well, it was from the clearance aisle and we were trying to do stuff with that.
Steve broke it.
What had happened, and you'll see it in the video. Okay, you won't see the break, but we'll bring it up. Is I went to go do photos while Arnez left it with me, went home, we were going to finish the video the next day. And while in the middle of posing it, I just went to rotate the arm like you would normally do on a figure. And there was no resistance, nothing. I just moved the arm and it came clean off the socket. Clean off.
It was
So,
hilarious.
Outside of me reattaching a bar to it with a Dremel and trying to fix it that way, it was broke. So Arnez returned it, and after what was it, like a month, he finally got a new one.
Okay, so the price started on this thing at $199. So it already blows your mind, right? And it was like their final clearance. What was it? What did I pay? Like $80 or something like that?
Not even that. It was like, I think like $25 you paid for it.
No, that's the final price. It was like somewhere between.
Well, it was like a retail. It was like $100 for it. It was like $125, I think.
Yeah.
Because GameStop's usually like a little more pricey. And then it got marked down a few times. I think like when you finally bought it, it was like 25.
Got it for dirt cheap. Like we can do this. It's okay. So we go, we start it, and he breaks it. I was like, oh crap! So I tried to get my money back, and they're like, oh, we have another one in the stock. We'll just send it to you. I ended up paying like $8 for it because it was like final clearance when it came in.
Yeah, they ended up giving you money and the figure.
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
So,
but as for the quality of the figure, we understand now.
But the thing is, GameStop doesn't have these anymore, so now they're like $120, $140 on eBay, and my mind's blown that people are actually paying for this.
Yeah, it just might have been just that figure could have sucked really bad, but
All right.
the way it happened makes me really skeptical that the figure's really any good. And it was already having some problems anyways with the joints because some of the joints were loose on it and didn't want to pose right. So it's one of those things I don't want to bash it, but for the other company, but it reminds me a lot of a NECA, which is diecast parts. And at that point, I have a hard time believing where the $125 comes from.
Because it can't be in the diecast parts. There's no way.
No, because it's arguably the same size as an alien, if not smaller than most of the NECA alien figures, and it's the same quality. Why am I paying so much more for this stupid thing?
You ready to do a fat figure, Steve?
100% ready to do a fat figure. She's in the case, though. So, Arnez bought this thing for reasons.
It's my waifu. I need this.
I know, you need it for literally so it could be your wife. It's the wedding version of Rem.
Yeah. It's a wedding version of Rem. She comes in a wedding dress. If a chick wears this for a wedding dress, it's okay. We'll get married. I don't care who you are.
I don't care who you are now.
We're getting married.
500 pounds later. Well, I made this decision. I'm going with it.
Oh God, take the wedding dress off. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What if she even dyed her hair blue? Would that make it better?
Yeah, it would.
Or I was gonna say, or would it just hurt the situation even more? Is that a pink hair? Oh, it's the flowers. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, whoa. Does it come with a ram head? You can swap it out? Because that'd be pretty awesome. I'd be even okay with like the disproportionate body parts. It'd be fine.
Stand's kind of weird.
Pretty basic, but you got like that. It's like those old-fashioned tabletop prints, like you see a lot at the weddings. Let's paint it on there. It's a little more detail.
My daughter wants these flowers because she seen the figure. She tried to open the box to get these flowers out for her toys.
Just tell her no.
Yeah.
Flowers are done really nice.
So I've seen a lot of complaints about this figure because all the little things on it are very breakable. You have stuff like little bows in the back of the shoes. If you hit it just right, it'll fall off and break. Like the little bows in the front. A lot of stuff on it is breakable. So we got to be very careful about that.
So what you're telling me is you want me to put it on the stand.
I like this, Steve.
It looks good. At least from the angle I can see, it's like half the mic's blocking it. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not the funny thing is this thing's been sitting at Steve's house for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, we were going to do it at my house, and then stuff happened, so we couldn't do it.
Yeah, Kanan got hurt, and there was nothing I can do, so.
Now, the thing I like and thing I don't like in terms of, like, the overall package, the head sculpt's gorgeous. Like, I actually think it's probably better than the Figmas and stuff. Like, it's probably the best looking Rem face you probably have over there. Next to probably that laying down Rem's a really nice looking one too. But this best looking Rem for face wise. But I don't like the gloss on her. For this claw, for like her silk parts.
She's super shiny. I feel
Because
like,
it's like silk, so you think it'd be like more like a matte finish, right? To kind of replicate it.
I feel like if you turn the light on in a display case, she'll be like shiny.
Just like, oh. I like the translucent here though. That looks really cool.
All those little things on the hair, top of her hair, all that stuff is like super breakable, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's like, why are you playing with it? It's a statue. You put her on the stand, it goes on the shelf. Cool, we're good.
That's what's going to be.
What are you doing? Like caressing this thing?
Yes,
my precious sis. Hold on a second. So yeah, like I'm not a fan of the excessive use of the glossy paint. Still looks good though. I like that the skirt's like an extra piece. It's not molded in, so that's really cool. But it bothers me because like I gotta look, but like her panties and the parts attaching to the stockings are not glossed. Why is those stockings done? Questions that need to be answered. But yeah,
you're in hentai, Steve.
Well, technically, I did buy one. My figure is technically more hentai than yours. Because the thing I would be afraid of, this is putting this on right, is you want to make sure you go straight because once those hit the ground, like they're coming off. One's on. I'm trying, like my instinct is to grab here for the arch for support. Please, for the love of God, don't do that.
I'm assuming that's what a lot of people did, and that's how they broke.
Yeah, like you accidentally just grab it here and try to push it down,
yeah.
And bam, it comes clean off. But
I'm surprised that there was no instructions in the box.
It's pretty self-explanatory. It just slides on the pole.
Yeah, yet again, there's a lot of complaints about that. Yet again, not a lot of people bought this figure.
And that just goes
So-
in this hand?
Yep, and then this sticks outside towards us.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
She's pretty good on there.
God, I'd hope so. It's got a giant rod in her foot. We have a statue that I actually started painting, but the problem is it's cold and snowed out, so I can't paint it anymore.
Man, I love this thing. Look at this.
Because technically the body should look like that when I'm done.
Oh, this thing's amazing. I gotta kick Courtney out of bed. I'm gonna lay her next to me.
Well, wasn't that supposed to be the other one's job over there? It's literally already laying down for you.
Oh yeah, that is true. You can make a little.
This one, that's the one you sit by your front door, so when you walk in, it's the first thing you see.
Oh no. Well, Steve, I have enough Rams. We can make a little skit of my daily life. We can go to the beach. We can get married. We can go to bed.
You got her general house clothing and the
Yeah.
maid outfit.
The cleaning one. I got this covered. Why do I have so
You
many?
got little Rem kids with the Ninja Droid.
Why do I have so many of these figures, Steve?
It's one of those questions like, why do I probably have at least 100 different figures of just Godzilla. Just Godzilla. Not talking about other monsters and just from Godzilla films in general. Just Godzilla. At least 100. Like I might be generous saying I only have 100.
Alright, so you want to explain?
Never
that?
actually unboxed the other alien. We gotta get him back out so they can see him.
I was saving the best for the last.
That was best for last.
You're telling me that this figure in this box is better than that alien down there?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. If you want to know my honest opinion of what I would rather spend my money on, it's the one in the box down there.
Alright. Go ahead, Steve.
You only want me to do it so I break the damn thing again.
You open it from that side.
Because, the best thing, like, it's got some weight to it because it got die-cast parts. It only comes with, what, an extra pair of hands, giant unnecessary display. Oh, your display already has scuffs on it.
I never opened this when we got it.
Check it out, it's scuffed to hell already.
Oh, what the
Again, quality control. These guys, it's to me. We're never going to end up getting these figures sent to us. Fun thing is, they're distributed by Bluefin, which I love Bluefin. Like, Bluefin distributes like everything I love in life. But I don't think Herocross is going to send us figures because first one we have broke pretty much out of the box. That one, the stand's scuffed to hell. Which, why do you have a glossy finish on a stand where you're putting figures on top of?
Looks like somebody river stop danced on this, man. What the heck?
And because of the giant head and the weight,
A lot of cast iron up there.
same problem I have with the NECA Kenner Manus. Upper body weighs too much, so if you try to pose it, it's just going to lean forward because of the weight. Oh, it's actually stiff on this one.
Don't do it, Steve. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. You can't afford it.
I'll give you the $8.
Oh, no.
Whatever you paid for it.
I don't want
We're
it.
not replacing it.
I don't want money.
Sorry, I got a Dremel at home. I'll fix this thing. I got this. I believe in me.
I do like the top of the head, though.
It's like, I like the gimmick, because like the little mouthy thing could shoot out, which is cool. I forget how you do it.
Just I heard it. That's the thing on the back. When you move
Yeah,
it.
but the thing, it gets stuck in the mouth, though. I hate this.
You don't hate it, Steve.
I hate it. Bam.
Alright, showed
Figured it
him.
out.
Stand, scuffed up.
Boom. That was a gimmick.
Got the little gimmick.
It's got a little face hugger.
A little face hugger.
Now it's not clicking in. There we go.
The display box looks kind of cool. I like that part.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, the best thing about it's the box. I like the box.
It's magnetic. Magnetic.
It's sad, too, because, like, this guy, like, detail-wise, pretty cool. This face hugger's pretty bland looking, though. It's like, outside of, like, the vagina thing on the bottom of it, that's really all you got. So, yeah. Like, Wasn't impressed with it when we first got it. I'm still not now, but we might review it just for giggles.
We'll definitely do this. I want to do it. Because I have not seen a lot of these. Nobody wanted to buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Or the people that bought it, I hope just kept it in the box. You can let us know in the comment section below if you guys had like a better experience with that figure in particular.
Or is it just us?
Because there's a queen version, which would be kind of cool. But the way this figure turned out, I just...
Oh, yeah, like the queen was like double the price of him. Like, that's stupid.
Like I said, it looks cool. I see people selling it, and I don't want to say anything, but the way that figure turned out, I just can't recommend that figure either.
All right, Steve, you want to tell a little story behind this?
All right, so you guys that watch the channel a lot will probably know what's in this box, but for a gaming video we did for the Godzilla biting game, I lost, so I had to fork over the money for a figure for Arnez. So that's the figure. I didn't even open the package yet until it got here, so I don't even know how if it's broken out of the package or anything beforehand. I just left it in the box. I figured you'd get it eventually. I see the card slightly warped back here.
Yep.
Oh, no, it looks good. It is the Battle Damage Warrior Xeno. I have the one with the exploding head at my house. Arnez now has the one with, like, it looks like it's getting shot with bullets. Bullet wounds.
You guys want Steve's address? Let me know in the comment section below. I got you covered.
Please don't. Somebody was asking about where I lived.
Oh, really? I got to go to the comments to find that. $5.
I'm cool.
I'll let you guys know.
It's bad enough at somebody noticed who I was at work once. They said they met you too, though.
Yeah.
So that was different.
It's awkward.
What was that? Because I was in the middle of work and they're just like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hi." I don't know you. Cool.
I know you. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, too.
All right, shall we zoom in, or?
Yeah, I guess I'll let you do that.
Nah.
You don't have any figures on you. I have 2 and 2 sitting in front of me. Well, here is the Battle Damage Alien inside the packaging. If you guys can see it through all the lighting. But it looks cool. We're probably going to keep this guy in the box till we decide to do skits.
Yeah, he's going to be in a Woody skit, new one is coming out.
Yeah, once we get around to filming it. But back of the package just shows some Colonial Marines shooting up some aliens. Looks like Hicks and Hudson, probably. And then some of the other figures that come along with it in the line. Here's the die-cast alien-y figure. I wish he could stand upright, but that's just going to be his life forever. But it was like it's got like a little translucent dome. The coloring's right for it. But for the most part, it just, again, kind of just feels like a NECA figure. And I'm kind of afraid to bend those arms because I don't want to rip them off his body again.
He does have the spit accessories on it where he's drooling, which I really like.
Yeah, that was the one thing. Like I told Arnez when we went to return it, you should have just kept the spit. But yeah, you could.
While he's doing that, here's the stand, which is scuffed up really bad. In the back of the stand, there's the stickers you can put all over the stand and the stuff that goes around it.
Here it is with some spit. I don't want to move it because I'm trying not to drop the spit.
The box looks really cool. When we're done with this, he goes back in the box. I'm not going to open it. I don't know. It's just I don't feel right leaving him outside the box. You want to show him the hand vagina?
You guys can see it pretty good. Maybe back here because it seems to be focusing on my face right now. But yep, little face hugger. Not a whole lot of detail, but yeah, it's just insane. Kind of looks like to me like it should be like those Playmates figures.
Yeah.
It should be good. They just need to make an alien line and have these in it. Here's the Sega Aqua figure. You guys can see real quick.
It's not bad details for a Sega. I like it.
Yeah, for $20, I ain't really complaining. Because I think for the pair, it was like $50 after shipping. So, yeah, pretty good. It's just the way, like, for some odd reason with Sega figures, they always have a weird pose.
Yeah,
like the way her arm is, it doesn't feel quite natural, but I have that with, like,
her wrist should be broken off.
Or just, like, her elbow seems to be bending awkwardly. And possibly, like, a little too far out. But outside of that, nothing really much else to complain about. Here's the Kotobukiya Sill.
Or your head tie character.
Yeah, well, Japanese RPG. It's not officially from that. Also, please don't look it up. But yeah.
I haven't looked it up, but now I feel like
solid
I have to look
details. Solid details. I like the cape. Like for an older figure, it looks great.
I feel like I have to look this up. You're gonna have to give me that name, Steve.
I can show you how that works out if you want me to. So here's the. What is this? The Freed? I think they're Freed. Swimsuit.
S style.
Ram and Rem. There's details on them. Look pretty solid.
And this is not bad for a $10 figure. I love the gears on the bottom of the stand. It's kind of cool. I feel like they could.
Yeah, you kind of just set them in and work it in.
I like it.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. This might be something we maybe do a review of. Maybe. We got time.
Like I said, I'm fairly impressed with these. They're definitely going to be scaled next to the Figma ones if I ever open mine.
Yeah, they're pretty much like Sega price and the same quality as the Figma. So, it's a win. It's an easy win for these figures.
Now for my wife, right?
Yep.
And now for one of my favorite figures so far.
Yep. Wedding Run. God, there needs to be more than just a
one letter difference.
One letter difference. I was thinking vowel. Vowel was the word I was looking for.
It's okay. We've been out of high school long enough. We don't have to worry about stuff like that, Steve.
What's 2 plus 2 again?
17.
It's George Washington.
Oh, he's got it right.
God, the worst thing is somebody at work trying to do math. I got letters out of it. I'm trying to figure out how that still worked out. Because I needed to wait for something, and all that was on the paper was L. That was it.
Maybe he did a 7 upside down. Yeah, Steve. Who's the stupid one now? Yeah. I'm sorry. But for her stand, it's actually it's not bad. I like the design on it. I just wish maybe it was.
Well, maybe it would be cool if there was maybe like something like an archway you could put behind it.
Oh, like the Supersonical one that was like $900. The waifu one. Oh.
Yeah. Well, you could always just go to like I don't know, any place with a bridal section and just make one.
There's a lot of small things on it. There's a lot of couple people are complaining about they were breaking stuff, and I see how. Like when Steve was putting her on
There you go.
When Steve was putting her on a stand, like the back things, it just feels like instinct to use that to push her down, and that's how people break it.
Yeah, there's a lot of handy stuff like this. I can see popping off pretty easy. If you fudged around with this too much, I can see it breaking off easy. You gotta be careful with the flowers because there's a lot of random little parts.
Even in the front right here, she's got little bows, unnecessary, but we'll take it.
Well, it's for you need it for the stockings, man.
Stockings I'm going to rip off of her in a few minutes.
It still helps with it. If it didn't have that bow, maybe she wouldn't be quite as appealing.
According to Subaru, she was not appealing at all. And
yeah.
The guy needs to die.
He said no. He said hard no. There's already mentions of making babies and everything. She just wasn't good enough for him.
I hate that anime, and I hate that
It's
guy.
like, I like the anime, but I hate it. I just hate him. Everything else about the anime is awesome, but him.
Every time he died, it just made my day.
Exactly. That's the reason why I enjoyed it so much.
I'm assuming that's why they made him such a character, just so you can enjoy every time he dies.
He's one of those characters you want to like him, but you also want to punch him in the face repeatedly.
God, how can you turn this down? I do like that her body's not exaggerated.
Yeah, that's kind of the nice thing about that anime is there isn't really like the over-the-top sexualized girl. It's not like Konosuba. It's kind of like Konosuba too, where there is some like overly well-endowed people, but it's kind of how just the anime plays out. Like it works for the style because it's pretty much one big joke anime.
Konosuba is a joke.
Konosuba is amazing.
I didn't say that as a bad thing. All right, Steve. So which one's your favorite figure out of yours?
Well, out of my two, it's the Bronze figure, which is better looking. Out of everything here, I'm probably the most impressed with those Freed figures.
I was about to say, price-wise, everything-wise, I just can't get over what they are for how cheap they were.
Yeah, like they're a little bit smaller, but for the price, like I said, they're just Figma statues.
This thing is like $180. Those things are like $20. Buy those things.
Yeah, that one's like you have to really, really like Rem, and you also have to really, really want her in that attire. And also, my situation, my wife wouldn't let me get that figure if I wanted to.
See, that's the cool thing about Courtney. She supports my habits.
Yeah, it also
And my
hides in
addiction.
a shelf. It hides in a dark corner of his room.
Really? Look at them titties hanging out.
That one's gonna be way over there.
Well, that's different. Talking about titties right there. Look at them.
I know. I see them. Where are they like hiding? Like all my stuff's like in the living room.
Well, that's different. This is my game room. If I put this in the living room, my kids will destroy my stuff.
That is true. My puppy leaves stuff alone, thankfully.
You should be lucky. Mine will chew anything. That's why she's not allowed in here. But yeah, definitely price-wise, it's the S Styles Rem and Ram.
Yeah, biggest bomb? That alien. One we just kept complaining about.
So that's like we don't want to be negative about it. It's just this is the second one I got, and for second time, right out of the box, there's something wrong with it.
Yeah, it always seems like the figures I always have like high hopes. Like I have high hopes for because like it's definitely for me. It's like Godzilla and then Alien, movie wise, are like my favorite things. So I always have like when I get Alien stuff, I have like high expectations for them just because of how much I love the stuff. Kind
Yeah.
of like Godzilla and just like giant monster stuff in general. So when the figure's like a big let down, it just hits even harder. While like I like Konosuba a lot, but it's kind of like how I like Konosuba a lot, but I'm okay with having a pretty decent looking statue. Like there's nothing about this. Like again, that's a little weird looking, but I'm okay with it.
It's like, but almost there.
Yeah, because I enjoy the anime. I like the character. I like the statue, but I don't have as nearly as much high expectation for the same figure. Now, for like reviews, I try to be as unbiased as possible.
Yeah.
But like review wise, I would just say if you like the character, this would be a good option. There's better stuff, but still a good option. I'll probably direct you towards the Nintendo droids. But for me personally, this is pretty much what I'd be looking for. But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up any of these figures, what's your favorite here? Or you got anything else that you want to listen on in the comments? Down below. And help us defeat those kaiju by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
See, I told you, Blake. I get her. Yeah.
Let's get her tonight.
No, I gotta go to work tonight.
Aww.